It was of our higher juicy news. Mema Wibia Aquaba. Hadia later than hot news and qua era medi Bremo. And so we can subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say over subscribe. The way I say over click a subscribe button. Now a barely notification. We understand video for free be uploaded when the first person out was Ebeka AS video. I feel we are now like video and give us a thumbs up, now fee. Share by for so that when you be here now and somewhere else so Ghana memoir. I feel young share yeah and somewhere about better yep no so. Momenti yes answer me akosi nsebu ya betuja momenti inti de akosi momenti.
One more invite more.
Oh, I'm on more dear say more dear yeah more ni dear
obi timi nya woda se se ora for ni de din APM or yemo besi o
ebimu sleeping places best sound very soon. Omu ye to be but very soon they will be begging. Omu fu say agro na yedi.
And say me drive off nsawam kwano so. Me we ma so ma paint entrance no.
I say ye catch omu say.
Mo asento ceiling fine
Mugabi ye catch omu say omu power no ye catch omu say omu renovate ho na ye de omu kwa why comfortable am VIP session.
What's ye call you no? Ye call you no. At least I say a whole blog auto paint. Mo paint here. Me so me say ho HCC ho kama.
VIP 8 years aba. VIP session no.
Na
VIP session of insawam no anke wo say omunya nyansa nanka omutumi renovate ho because ebimu sleeping places best sound very soon. Na me who say omanu ayedin sisi ade 1 month into the administration enti ma omanu nyedin
Afenyo
omanu ayedin me who I've seen a couple of them baako say oye press conference na nipa na oye yinana bi by now crank I was say I invited no in for national service you know box
na onen mo na
oka national service ghost names movie nti me I don't know why he's still walking around and organizing press conference nti bacho NIB as a BNI munya ntem let call him to answer yeah 82,000 ghost names yeah let him come yeah don't spare anyone. No matter what, don't spare anyone. And I me who say Baku be under madam for me bonidi or me who say why post or say NDC for the sa na 2009 ye ba power near ye chichi nkrofo bi ena near the yedede ena yedede na then also ye yedede na ye wie no ankosi hwe mpamcho whoever is in charge of these your friend is saying arrests and investigations. Mom, don't let it be said of you. As my own friend on Facebook wrote on his page, BNI boss, if you are listening, please. An interior minister and attorney general, all those people involved. Don't let it be said of you. Say this was just witch hunting. Follow to the last, if anything. The last and drop because they are already saying NDC for the say ba gidi they are arresting for and we are putting fear in them. Let them know say the NDC of John Mahama 2024 is 2025 is not what they saw in 2009. If you have stolen money, John Mahama made a pledge to the people of Ghana that he is going to retrieve the monies for the people. Ekunfi, $2 million. Is
it 3 or 2?
2 million. Sky train. $2 million. Mr. Ekunfi took. And yes, it was just on PayPal. Initially, no, Omuka said they paid $2 million for the Sky train. No, let me full say, just as an agreement, but the cash. 2 million hard cash dollars has been paid to a company which belongs to one of them. Say Omo the Sky Train Eba. From the time they signed that contract, $2 million according to that money must be retrieved, causing financial loss, stealing, corruption, all of them. The charges must pile up for him to come and answer. $2 million can finish your friend is saying Your friend is saying hospital. No, Bakuya Mububu La Hospital. $2 million could have finished La Hospital for the people of Accra to have even saying medical facility that they can attend to. But Nipa Baku, Professor Akunfi, and Kwa assigning away Ghana's money of two. Na sabita frache, Professor Akunfi, usika, would you give away $2 million of your money to a company that would not deliver? Would you do it? Wofap amazing ebe fiempo na womano 10 cedis say onko ombe ade ma o na a week wu na wakuma ba eba say place in the usika ejane na wankasa usika government sika. The people have entrusted you with their money. Taxes are yetua and nanado COVID tax in levy na nyina yetua na yatua sika we nyina in a hard manner. Na dia mamwa na wonkwa wa for $2 million. Now say we dey sky train and then yekoka we say we are witch hunting and we enkosi she and then kofo na omo in charge no, and they themselves they have to answer to the grassroots of NDC because we will make sure say ebesi baby now offer bakono national service last week Mugabe ubekaya mibaha mika say we shouldn't just shout say ghost names. We have to arrest them and ensure say there's accountability. That is the reason why the people of Ghana voted for us, so that we would hold these people accountable. Because if they had allowed Bawumia to go, we wouldn't have known the extent of stealing. His Excellency John Mahama has said, Onim said now economy was bad. But until he took over, no, he didn't know it was that bad. He didn't know the stealing had. I was listening to I was in News File or one of the programs on TV, and there was a gentleman saying, on the Bene swearing in 7th of January, Tuesday, on 6th of January, before they left office, Nanado signed cash 3 billion or 6 billion Ghana cedis into a certain account. I transfer from Bank of Ghana, and I was shocked. On the last day that Nanado was leaving office, they signed billions of cedis into a certain account. Contracts that belongs to their people, to pay their people. They did not give the new government the opportunity to come and assess that contract to pay the people. They signed that money and signed it away. So Nanado government, Onitima, and these people are saying, witch hunter. No. If you are a witch, you will be hunted. Yes. If you are a witch, we are before. We will hunt you. We will hunt you to make sure, says, we will retrieve it. We will retrieve. The people of Ghana are expecting us to retrieve the loot. And today they know another area that must be investigated is the drone. That drone na Bawumia de buy, over $12 million, Mugabe. Over $12 million. I say, yedi fly blood. To what extent was that thing effective? That drone, that $12 million could have built hospitals
to the state.
It could have built hospitals. 12 million. Yusuf Bawumia was the main architect. He took credit for it, for the drones. Into the drones must also be investigated, and if anyone is found wanting, must be prosecuted. Exactly. Into Omote ho me who say I see Papa we Collins Owusu Amankwa or say the rate at which NDC is coming for their members, they are going to mobilize themselves with their people. Hey, news flash. Collins, mami change. Mami man the message. Newsflash, Collins. Your people will not come out. Your people blame you for the loss. Your people blame your leaders for stealing to the extent that Ghanaians got so upset with them. Mudi no munkwa na mudi ye. Enti edu time mubefia munkwa munfe.
One thing about Collins, they say, no. kata se jene prayer wo de fan ho a wonya no.
Okay. Why is he fighting this?
But when him didn't have a cancer, so no now only na the good books.
Oh, okay.
Because
he wants to use it to build his career. He wants to build his career based on that.
Chrono bo na na do timi wi na woman bia ono na otumi ne ye.
Okay.
The Collins here
but he just said it. He just said say if that's the way we will go, he will mobilize. You can mobilize, but I'm telling you that the people will not even come out. Look, and I know the people, the MPP grassroots will not come out. I'll tell you why I know they won't come out. Because when Ken Ofori was arrested, when he was declared wanted by the special prosecutor, most of them were out there on social media and on radio saying, Tamana or Odin Kwasiasemna Yekachu and say, the economy is bad. And to step down, no, he refused to step down because he had interest that he was protecting. And to say if he's found himself in the long arms of the law now, he should go and face the music alone. And I know, most of the grassroots are very upset. Most of them are even happy that a place like National Service Secretariat, they are happy that it's being investigated and people will be held liable. So the grassroots, they were starving like those of us in opposition. There was no difference between the MPP grassroots and those of us in opposition. And you coming to say you mobilize. You can mobilize. It doesn't stop the law from working. You can mobilize. Shouting. It will not stop the Attorney General from dragging them to court and putting them before the law courts. And I believe, sometimes you see, because they packed the Supreme Court and our court with MPP judges, they feel they have confidence that they can steal and get away with it, because when it gets to the court, they would be acquitted. But my lords and my ladies, please. This is monies that belongs to all of us. This is your taxes. As a judge, you pay taxes. And see, if a politician is found wanting, please do not look at political affiliation, because you are there on the you are there on the if anything, as a judge, you are there on the if anything long term. Yeah. Nobody can sack you because the Constitution protects you until you retire. And I don't see why you think you owe allegiance to the party that if anything appointed you, to the extent that when the party members of which you belong steal monies that we all contribute, taxes that we all contribute to, you will think that, because I'm a party member, I'll let it go. No, you see, so you Ghanaians, I think this is a opportune time for our judges to retrieve their lost damaged image, because in the eyes of Ghanaians, they are not too fair when it comes to issues that pertain to politics and politicians.
One-sided.
It's one-sided. It's Ubekaya. When they were attending the swearing in of His Excellency John Mahama, I know more bus were at around conference center. They were in the bus. The people were hooting at them. Yeah. So this is the time. I know the people who appointed them are not in office. This is the time for them to redeem your image and make sure the MPP for the no way we let your conscience do the talking. Make sure that their assets are confiscated. Make sure that you get the monies that belongs to the people. The people are suffering, the people are hungry, and they are tired. They are losing faith in politicians. But it's not only politicians, it's the whole separation of power thing, of which you are members. You are the judiciary arm that is supposed to implement the law. We are there, but you are supposed to implement the law to the extent that people are held liable for things that they do against the state, the things that they do against the Constitution. So let's put our political lenses aside. Let's put the person who appointed you aside, and make sure when they come before you, if they have stolen money, let them go and face the law, so that it will serve as deterrent to some of us. I'm a politician. Some of us, that when I get there, I will remember that when Paul Ekunfi stole $2 million belonging to the people of Ghana, that he was bringing Sky Train, and the Sky Train did not materialize. I would remember that he ended up in Sawam, and I would do the right thing. Very so well. My lords and my ladies, this is a humble appeal from one of your own.
Thank you. Her Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson, the submission and Diego Hodiamayano. Go ahead.
One say they have started shouting, say, "Oh, you suppress freedom of speech." Share.
Since when?
Freedom of speech comes with responsibility. You just cannot come and make allegations against people and then shout freedom of speech. And Nana don't know. Ukasa ne nyampa ahomache uda ho a na ya be fa woko boy we out Twitter no sa boy ne friend say young man bi omuko bandel no your friend saying bongo ideas omuko bandel bongo ideas ahomache awada and omude ni to pick up echi. Since then oba no they put the fear of Nanado and God in him. It say he went down but under Mahama no. We will give you the chance to come and prove yourself. You see, he who alleges must prove. Una waka say John Mahama keep 550 million Ghana cedis. Ewo Flagstaff House, na Jubilee House. Na Jubilee House a bank. Jubilee House a bank of Ghana. And those times, you know, Mugabe in 2016 I was say some George do the right thing, do your thing. Jata man, do your thing. That's station, do your thing. She Mami Gantremo 2016, this is how Abronye and Wontumi and Co started. This is how they started. They what allegation didn't they make against your Mahama? Almost wakoto a hotel of Dubai. Later, Oketche Free Fabekache said he and Captain Smart made that thing up, and it is not true. It was only in the a vindication of time that John Mahama himself was cleaned. Because as time went on in the 8 years, no, Ghanaians came to realize, say, Sana nyamana abronye Wontumi, Sana omudi go ni sono, Sana ni nyampa, and they have started. And if the earlier we nip it in the bud, the better it will be for us. If we sit down for in a month, less than a month of him being in power, no, Abronye has gone on Wontumi TV, and it is that medium. That Wontumi TV and Co. they used to destroy the image of Mahama. And see, they have started again. They think that look, and I'm telling them that John Mahama of 2016 is not the John Mahama of 2024 because he has learned his lessons. Right. Yeah. 2025, he has learned his lessons. And see, if you think you are a man in MPP and you think you use Jandam, then Jandam is the word they used. That Jandam means lies. They will make up the stories against you. You go and sit on TV or radio and make allegations that he's keeping 550 million Ghana cedis belonging to Ghanaians in the Jubilee House. Or a bank warehouse or a bank safe. And adding, this is pure lies. And the NDC communication must rise up to it and kill it because look, whether we like it or not, there are people who listen to them. They have viewership. They have listeners. And some people believe every crap that they are fed with. Yeah. And see, when you say that, oh, what he's saying is not true, and see, you won't counter it. And one thing I will give to Nanado and his government in the past 8 years was that immediately they issue a statement and say that what you have said is not true, and then put you on the spot. But if we are going to sit down, our communication, those in charge of our communication, they are going to sit down and let these allegations pass without issuing statements to let the people of Ghana know, say, Enyampa. Then it's going to stick on the man again, like it stuck on him in 2016. And the Abronye should be picked up, sent to BNI, and let him know there's a new sheriff in town. He is no longer under sheriff. There's a new sheriff in town. He is no longer his party is no longer in government. He cannot do certain things and get away with it. And see, if he lied against the president, whatever punishment it is that he needs to, or he should come and prove that this is where I saw the money, this is where the money was taken from. But no lie should be let go, because there are people on TikTok who believe these things. There are people on Instagram and Facebook who believe these lies. and we must not let these lies come to stay. Gabby, sa galamsey we wa ho da ye betumi ayende ne no te say say me kwa sorry na makoma Thanksgiving. Now, a big problem. It was a major campaign issue. And I believe that as a party and as a government, in position as a party, we took a stand on it. That when we come, we will streamline it. The whole thing must be legalized. And you say a way bar or who water body we are, not the champagne as a day no more friend, no the akusim, free for all. It's John Mahama's government is not going to be free for all this time. The laws will work. The problem with Ghana, I have seen so far, and I say laws are available. We have the laws in place. However, implementation of the law, a problem because in Kofona or implementing law, they are all compromised. Why did Major Mahama die? The young man who was lynched by galamseyers. Is this what Major Mahama died for? Is this? Nobody wanted to take responsibility. But then as time went on, we realized, it wasn't just the galamsey people. Even the military that he was working with, soldier for now, onyomu eye jumano, no, they were behind it. From galamsey for you, and he didn't know. And a victim. And omobo no mudiku no me enyese me be kai ne family omoya omofanchemi. Na sometimes I believe that he sacrificed his life, not willingly, but the truth he shouldn't have lost his life at all. But they sacrificed him, and his life and death must have meaning. You cannot just lose such a young man. And then at the end of it, the reason why he died, it's the thing is still ongoing. It's not worth the death that Major Mahama went through. And see, I know, our president John Mahama would ensure, Major Mahama's death would mean something. People who engage in galamsey, and like I said, Onono was a victim. He was innocent. He didn't know, he was working with wolves. Because not knowing, special committee nanado almost certain no more for anything. There was a name for it. The Anna Charles Bishu da no. Anas Koye. It was a special task force. Anas Koye the investigation. They found out right from the people, the task force that had been set up. They were the ones who were enabling galamsey for you. And they were taking bribe from them. The soldiers had been compromised. The policemen had been compromised. Recently, it came out former chief of staff, Mame Frima. You say Nimbakra were concessions. One of the rivers more Omutu Gold. And see, just say Nagalamsey it was not just people doing it. It was the people in power themselves. There was a fight between a company and Wontumi mining. Mwako forest ni mo 2 year forest. Taking our gold for themselves. Obviously say Wontumi to me Kotina radio station no kra gold bars. No they trying. Say I have these gold bars.
Now can you Operation Vanguard?
Operation Vanguard. Share now a gold bars. No say gold way. Mimi gold in here be done no or the ninina. Disrespect to the people because our gold no won't to me and a natural resource that has been put in trust in the president and in government for the people. Inti se wu tuwa sa natural resource na ye gold na wu to no. It should be beneficial to us all as Ghanaians. Na wonkwa uko tu na abetina radio so na ukra a gold bars na udi rabbi na face say wako tu ye gold na ye wodia na we skeni wunye skeni we evi. A gold bars now. But you see, I don't blame people like Wontumi because in our society, we respect people who have money. We don't even question where the source of income is coming from. No, Wontumi the gold bar nature, and if I say Wontumi crime, or names as our gold bar, or meneno dia, and a nipa bako akofa money home. Until we start thinking properly, people, politicians will continue to take advantage of us. In Syria, okay, there almost 30 and pay the one you just played, the video you just played. Nipa no mo de chamfa na ko see river no so. According to the person who is narrating in the video, or say it's close to a dam, and I believe that it's a source of water for us. It's a water dam, and I could see ho. Enti mo ho no kra nka by now area of Hofo nka was say by now you mo pamo mo free ho because omo pollute sa isuo na with mercury omo the chemicals ebegum mercury and a cyanide ema cancer deadly ekwa system mo a you cannot be healed. Enti they are going to poison a whole water body. Serving a whole community and yes area nepe because I don't know that dam. I don't know which areas it serves, but I'm sure it serves millions of people in that region. It's selfishness. Moko too gold. Namu de chamfaya kosim close to a water dam. It's a running water bodies. Can I say tributaries? They meet. It's a running into each other. Running to each other na akoto nsuo papa na ye de be serve Ghana for no. Then what will happen? We will all be poisoned. Even Adriane ye bedi kra is poisoned because nsuo na farmers no befa from sa polluted river body no e de akọ water lettuce and a cabbage and a carrot wo bedi no is poisoned water. And don't think say that poisoned water has not gone into that vegetable. And no tina your friend say international bodies nowadays they don't even accept food exports that comes from Ghana because almost say our food is poisoned. Wow, into we are not able to export. We are not able to export our and
the Jomama the name of
and then another cocoa production went down. Why did cocoa production went down? Because farmers say omobre and sanomunyiska na galamsey for the bar na yabe offer muska for the land. Enti the obe bre for years, if you are 5 years obe titi cocoa no, and the obe ton the cocoa efo no, e the ama galamsey for. Enti cocoa production, which is a major crop, foreign exchange ender for Ghana no, it went drastically down. Ivory Coast Ivory Coast bepa ho ananado ema sisi akra matise omo deka cocoa board edeka because galamsey interfered in cocoa production. Ghana is known for its cocoa production, but because of galamsey it affected our cocoa production. And I believe say as a government we have to look at the the constitution of the Minerals Commission. How is the setup? Look at the laws. See how we can implement. Get the illegal. Galamsey it means illegal miners. Get the illegal miners. Put in stringent measures. Yechew say who ye illegal mining alias aka galamsey now. There should be serious punishments for these people because they are not only destroying our water bodies. When they finish, they don't restore the environment. The forest reserve. When they finish, they don't restore the environment. This week, me to say, Lance Minister or say most of our forest reserves have been destroyed by galamsey, and it is like I said, the people just did not move into our forest reserves. They were empowered by politicians. Ubekaya Mugabe during COVID na say obi antene fie no na papa we na environment minister Professor Frimpong Boateng. At time na ye nyina ye wo fie na ye feel say COVID abaye say obi antene fie no. Sa time na ne bad boy and forest nim a all to gold. And it came out, and he had given his son. The minister had given his son. I don't know how the boy got the concession, but the minister's son was found mining in our forest reserve with what? With the friend is saying excavators na ayerano. Under that minister, they confiscated about 500 excavators. Yeah. Till date, we don't know where those excavators went. And see, not knowing, say, almost easy excavators from Kofona. No more who concessions. No more excavators no more easy from Kofono. No one casa the court ahead. That is the kind of government we had under Nanado. Okay. That is the kind of government we had. And see, I'm pleading with His Excellency. Say, as promised, we have to ensure, because one of the promises that we also made, say we are going to restore the water bodies back to its natural state. And I also saw a video, I think was it the River Pra or something, that was being restored. I have faith in His Excellency, and I know, say yes, and I know, say the water bodies are going to be restored, and I know, say he will not tolerate any illegal mining. Inti mo amode sa sham finance den akosi sa river no so no munkoyi, because we will not sit down under this NDC government and watch you destroy our water bodies. His Excellency is one who believes in providing essentials for the people of Ghana, essentials like water. And because he believes in providing water, and no see a salient plant no water. Someone who builds water plants for his people will not sit down for you to destroy the water plants that we have. We have, exactly. And I know, say he would go after them. They are there. The Minister for Lands and Forestry, whoever is in charge, Minister for Environment, go in there and go and confiscate whatever is on that water body right now, because we don't want it to get out of hand to the extent, say, Afenyo fight you, and their lives like Major Mahama will be lost in the fight. In my experience in Ghana, when people start something illegal and you don't stop them, Bakuko siswa, Bakuba be join. It is squatters na ye walk around our major streets no. Okay. Bakuba na or the kiosks besi ho. Na yan yina nfiri ho a. The next minute no na ube say ni kromfo nyina abe joining no ewo ho, and then it's difficult to get rid of them. So we have to nip it in the bud as soon as possible before it becomes a situation that we cannot handle as a government.
Very well, Her Excellency, Lawyer Zita Ben.
Agenda 111. Agenda 111. Nanado never promised to join COVID. First, also obey 88 hospitals, and or they be back on. Yeah. And 111. Yeah. Na ebesinde yenina who say it was a vain promise. Nothing came out of it. Now, as a government, before you make such a promise, you should know, say, do you have the money or not? Yeah. But with Nanado, I think that they felt that Ghanaians were kind of, I'm sorry to say, foolish. And see, they will just make the promises and get away with it. 2020 election, they were going round and cutting sword. Say, Mbesi Hospital, Agenda 111, now we're cutting sword. Agenda 111, now we're cutting sword. Or cutting sword New Year, and that was the end of Agenda 111. It's a very, very big project. Even building one hospital is not easy. Mm-hmm. I personally have faith in His Excellency John Mahama, because Obia waye bi dadie say okasa obeye. Now, as we speak, I can't point to one hospital. Nanado renovate ye. Nanado esi. However, I can point to one hospital. Nanado ebubu ye. Wontumi NCBM. Unlike His Excellency John Mahama, made to me appointed abome makoma so me bobo me bosso. I can't say me koko. I'll beat my chest and say John Mahama renovating regional hospitals. Greater Accra Regional Health Hospital, Tamale Regional Hospital, AC they work Kumasi or military hospital there, Afari military hospital, Bank of Ghana hospital, Dodowa district hospital, and all the clinics that His Excellency built. those that needed renovation, I renovating here, those that needed equipment. As we speak, we have been in government for just over a month. When we took over, the oxygen plant at 37 wasn't working. The oxygen plant, oxygen, air life, air. If you can't breathe, you don't have oxygen, you're going to die. A lot of lives were lost because Omuko do 37. You say oxygen, and it wasn't just 37 alone. Tamale Hospital, I remember the doctors came out to say oxygen plants did not have oxygen. This government and another government couldn't make oxygen a priority for the people, sick people of Ghana. And so, you're taking over 37 military hospital. The good news is that their oxygen plant is working. And the sad part about that was that when you go to the hospital and you need oxygen, they won't tell you the oxygen plant is not working. Now they see so. It's one casa no want to make home. Now you adene see so oxygen ember. And see where you kill me quick. You see so who make a cry now who me no. And no you see because you adene see in less than 5 minutes no. Na wako tu na nanum wo insiedo. But I'm happy to announce to Ghanaians, say the oxygen plant, His Excellency has ensured, say there's oxygen at 37. And I hope the other hospitals that don't have oxygen would all be equipped to have the necessary oxygen that they need.
Sector Minister of Defense.
When it comes to health, the NDC government led by His Excellency, we know what we are capable of. We know what he can do. We care for the people. And we know, say, Agenda 111, no, I listened to what His Excellency told the Christian Council, or say he would work with some of the missions. Into missions, or more hospitals that are no government to come in and rehabilitate or renovate the hospitals and equip them. So that hospital, that mission hospitals will be run by them, but it will serve the community because government will have a stake in it, which is a very good idea. Because people are really dying. Why are people dying? People are dying for simple things like bed. Bed. Ukodu kolebua. You say no bed. Enti kofie. By the time I will be moving from
lift now.
Exactly. We're moving from hospital to hospital. Not to say we patients are now nipa on the call, now we because there was no bed. And it's a very good good thing that His Excellency said. Say only missionaries no more hospitals because I know say Catholic hospitals or more mission clinics, new hospitals, baby. So you can expand it for them to become a hospital, and then the people in that area or in that region would benefit from it instead of starting from as fresh where we are not going to get there. Because if we are going to wait for 1.7 or something, $1.7 billion, then those hospitals will never come to life. And so what we can do is to work with what we have. This is a very good thing that he says he's going to do, and I'm very happy about it. And I know, say, La Hospital, like I said, Nanado did not build a hospital. He did not build one, yet he broke one down. He demolished one. For what reason they demolished La Hospital, I don't even understand. Still date, I will keep talking about it until it is rebuilt, because I am of Ga origin, and I want my people to have their hospital back. Our people also deserve it. Until our hospital must be rebuilt, so that we will show Nanado that Conan the Destroyer, he destroys, whilst His Excellency John Mahama is the nation builder. He builds. We don't destroy, we build. And the hospitals need a hunya. She say Kenoforiata, he was in charge of our finances. He was supposed to release monies meant for Agenda 111. He didn't. However, Oyare no or Hifa
or America.
Yes, Oyare, special prosecutor Shano, only Ghana, because Oji Ayaresa ewo America as a UK was America.
Special prosecutor
as finance minister, if he had built hospitals, if he had put in modern hospital gadgets and equipment, He wouldn't need to, because I can tell you, say, our doctors are very well learned. They know their work, but they don't have the equipment to work with. She uko kolebua uko wako kolebuda unipa yara ma wako kolebuda. Ebia na oda 6th floor. Na wo say uko scan. Almost scan enye ejuma. Si wa wo yare no na afa we si ambulance wa na obetia ye be fa wa si ambulance mu na de wa ba koko clinic. Like Kolebu is a big huge hospital. And they say they should have everything there, but they will now who labs now Kolebu opposite across no, even common scan you would have to leave Kolebu and go over to across the street to go and do lab tests. Anapano mikaise mpapa yare okoda Kolebu anapano omuba no mama tubes no na atro who say this is a lab test you need to do. And see ya de oba Kolebu we fa ambulance na wakoye wo across the street. So the hospitals, apart from renovation and building new hospitals, we must equip the hospitals to the extent say a sick person must not worry about going for a CT scan at Koko Clinic. A sick person must not worry about lab test for him to get up and walk across the street Kolebu because private people know have set up the labs and they can do it, but there's none in the hospital, which is a damn shame that we have money that goes to waste. I guess $2 million that has gone into SkyTrain that didn't materialize. Yet CT scan at Kolebu is not working. It's not working. And so those are the issues that we need to look at. And I'm glad say finally Christian Council, they have found their voice. They are back on the block. Let's welcome Christian Council. You are welcome.
Another time
you are welcome. Christian Council, we are welcome. To welcome home. Now, yes, we saw you in 8 years old.
Thank you.
And the Christian Council, we saw you in the 8 years when we were shouting and we were saying people, no bear syndrome is killing our people, it's killing us. When we were shouting, CT scan is not working at Christian Council, you were quiet. Yes, Christian Council, you were quiet. Christian Council was quiet through it all. Look, Christian Council was quiet when in 2020 election 8 people were killed by Nana Addo for him to become president. Christian Council was quiet, and so they say yenya nipa or whatsima as a listening president that they think that they can talk. For whatever reason that you were quiet, whether it was intentional or not, you are forgiven. You are welcome. You can still talk. We will listen to you. Yes, because His Excellency is a perfect gentleman. He believes in God. He's God-fearing. He believes in serving the people. So he will listen to you. He will take in your suggestions and your advice, and we will do accordingly. So you are welcome home. We want to hear more from you.
You waiting for Winnie reporter Abeto Yepunoso Mikao says so we can subscribe to channel area Bomodia say obe subscribe. Now feel so while like give us a thumbs up. Now feel share my wo fufro so na when you be here now who and somewhere ekoso ewo gara bemwa. Also bit me otchere wadwen afaye and some way nyina ho ewo comment box ni mu. Mobati bikabiu. In my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.